I want to talk about a place, a magical, beautiful place of creativity and out of office. A place that we've all been getting a lot more familiar with over the last couple of weeks, but also a place that I think like a lot of people, I wanted to turn it into something a little bit more positive and a little bit more productive even. You know, you get the people that go out and help save the world, who are amazing. But then you get the other people who hopefully don't damage the world too much, and just maybe make the best of a bad situation. So it's definitely not as high as that first group, but it's better than maybe the other group that I would fall in, which would be sitting on my ass and doing a lot of day drinking. Not here, but not here. Firmly and comfortably in the middle. So yeah, I want out of office I want it to become an anchor, my anchor for creative activity. A place that impels me to write, but also to draw, to paint, to make bad music, to make some good music maybe, to make films, to make anything, to build stuff, to take photographs, to act, to dance. Okay, no, we're gonna draw a hard line at dancing. But the rest, yeah. I wanna use this time to kickstart more creative activity. And this place is gonna live right here on the internet. Ooh, the internet? Yeah, why? A lot of people can see it. Really? No, like 5 people are gonna watch it. But that's enough to be as embarrassing as fuck. Why? I don't know, because it's probably gonna suck. Also, you're talking to yourself. All right, so it's not gonna be the most perfectly crafted or beautifully perfected, but you know what, that's not the point. It doesn't have to be amazing, it just has to be done. And by putting it here, it'll have a purpose, or at least a deadline, kind of. And so enough with the disclaimers and everything, that brings us to project number 1. To add to the sense of officialness of this thing, it's gonna be the logo. I'm gonna design a logo. So I thought I'd stick with the name, Out of Office. Wait. Out of Office is the name? Yes, I just said that's the name. Because this place looks kind of exactly like an office. No, it's got guitars and a typewriter and... Oh, so it's a hipster office. And it's got a whiskey bar next to you. Oh, so it's an advertising office. And it makes no money whatsoever. Oh, so it's... No, actually that checks out. As I was saying, Out of Office. And, you know, we'll abbreviate it to just using the 3 O's. That'll become the basis for our name. I don't know if we call that OOO, or maybe we call it triple O, or ooh. Anyway, we'll figure that out. So let me explain. I took the 3 O's and, you know, figured to just keep it as a type-based design. I don't want to design an icon or anything. That might be laziness, but for now, we're going to call it minimalism. So I took 3 O's and started playing around with a couple of different typefaces. Now the thing is here, I don't want it to feel very corporate. Being Out of Office should represent a place that's distant from the rules and bureaucracy. I said it, that we kind of face inside the office. So I don't want it to be a neat thing. It looks good to have some mismatched fonts here and there, maybe even flirting with some of those fonts that in design school they tell you you're not supposed to use. You know, I started getting to a couple of shapes that I was kind of into. But then I thought, you know what? If we were going to not taking ourselves too seriously, it shouldn't be a set logo, you know, it shouldn't be a typeface. And let's just like sketch it up. Let's just do a hand-drawn thing. Now, when I say hand-drawn, I do mean drawn on the iPad, but I'm making up for that inauthenticity by making it literally hand-drawn and using my finger to do the circles because I lost the pencil. So basically took that, did a couple of circles until I got to a couple that I was happy with. Yes, I know that drawing 20 circles to get to 3 again robs it of some of that authenticity, but I'm in advertising, I'm working through a couple of bad habits. So that gave us 3 circles that I kind of liked, and I just put them together until I found agreeable layout for them. Slap the word workshop underneath because it is a workshop, not an office. It's an office, not an office. And that is the final logo, except it's not the final logo because I think staying even more true to the idea of not being corporate, I'm gonna keep mixing and matching that logo and those O's in different ways as much as I feel like it, possibly even changing those O's entirely. So this brings us to the end of project 1. I realized I set out to create a logo and ended up with not a logo. Bit of an anticlimactic ending, I apologize. Like I said, I want this to become an ongoing thing that motivates me to keep creating, keep making stuff. So I'm gonna turn it into a weekly episode, weekly-ish. Today, I don't know what day it is by the time I finish editing this and putting it up there, but whatever day it turns out to be, that's gonna be the day. It will be the following week. So check back the following week and I'll have another video. Probably won't though. You might have a point. You know what, we're gonna try and we'll see how it goes. One last thing, seeing as you're probably for the most part at home with not much to do. I mean, clearly you sat to the end of this video, so you can't, sorry to break it to you, your time cannot be that precious. But I'd like to see, maybe you're doing some cool stuff, or maybe you found some cool stuff to look at. To keep this broadly more as a time of inspiration and creativity, send me any stuff that you think is cool and I will check that out if I feel like it. Cool, that is the end of first video. Oh. And also subscribe if you want to see this again. Hit the subscribe and the bell notification vibe to see it. All right, end of first video. Thank you and goodbye.